I guess most importantly, this little speech, little lecture is going to be about alcohol awareness, and not to be. I don't want to be preachy because I think that sucks. I think that I've had some experiences in my life that I think you'll find interesting, and most of them are pretty funny, actually. Half of the kids in this room, half of the students in this room are binge drinkers, statistically. 28% of you will drop out of college due to alcohol or alcohol-related instances. That's a scary statistic. That's just under 1/3 of you. That's amazing. And man, don't do that, you know? Drink after college. And that's probably not the right thing to say, but get through college. And drink responsibly. That's what I meant to say. But you know what I mean? I mean, don't let it affect your life. If it starts to affect your life, then figure out a way to stop it from affecting your life. And this to me is the most shocking statistic. I have two more, and I won't bore you with them. 85% of all sexual assaults on campus are because of alcohol or alcohol-related things. You know what that means? That means if you're out drinking and you're a young lady, you have a chance that somebody's going to take advantage of you. Or if you're a young man and you're drinking, and a girl tells you to stop, you might not have the wherewithal to stop. That's it. And just a neat one that I read, this was on the University of Connecticut website, is that if all the kids in college this year took all of their money that they spent on alcohol and pooled it together, you could afford to buy a laptop computer for every kid in the country from kindergarten to the 5th year in college. When I started drinking, I guess I was 13 years old. And I had my first drinks, and with a buddy of mine at lunchtime in 7th grade. I weighed like 42 pounds. Literally, I weigh 130 now, so figure half of that. I drank like 7 shots of tequila because I thought that was the right amount at 13. And so I continued to drink because I thought, you know, that was the way to handle it. I got caught drinking and driving, which, and when I got caught, I was 21, and I was driving. I heard the sound where you can hear the lights saying what color they are. Like when you get pulled over and it goes blue, like that. And you have to drive an extra block to make sure it's for you or whatever. And like all the sirens are different. Like ambulances sound like the person in them. Like ambulances, they go, ow, ow, because it hurts to be in an ambulance. If you get pulled over in London, that would suck, because they don't just pull you over, they make fun of you first. In London, they're like, nah, 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 nah. The best siren of all is fire trucks. Fire trucks are cool. They're like, houses, burn, burn, whatever. Oh yeah. Yeah, act like that's not funny. They give you all these embarrassing tests, like they make you say the alphabet and they don't let you sing, and that's a hell of a lot harder, because that's how I learned them. I'm like, no singing? What? I was drunk, I got to the KLMNO part, I was jamming. I'm all dancing and shit. I was freaking her. I grabbed her, I'm like, I'm gonna have you naked by the end of this song. I was like, that. I took the breathalyzer. I didn't know what I was going for. They don't tell you what the record is or anything. Like, I thought they should have to tell you what you need to win. Like a 2.5 got me through college, so I thought I passed it. She was looking at it funny, smacking it. She goes, this is strange, but statistically you're supposed to be dead. So I was like, now we're even. Statistically, you were supposed to be at the donut shop or whatever. That was when the handcuffs came out. And you know, a lot of that's jokes from my act, and it's made up. But I really did get caught. And when I did get caught, this is what's even worse. Like, I went through this thing in my head where we were driving from where she arrested me to the police station, and I was trying to justify getting caught drinking and driving to her. I was trying to tell her I'm not this kind of person. I was like, I'm a good person. I told her I was the president of my 4-H club. She slammed on the brakes and she goes, oh, why didn't you tell me? Bitch. No. the truth is, I mean, I was in the wrong. I was drinking, and I couldn't get with that. I couldn't understand the fact that that was my bad, that I was responsible for my own behavior. And it became a continuing problem in my life. Like, I got married for the first time, and when I got married the first time, I've been married 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. Statistically, 1 in 2 marriages fail. I've saved 3 marriages just by being alive. You'll see. So my first ex-wife and I were married for 4 years, and I wasn't good at being married because I drank a lot, and I wasn't responsible, and I was a stand-up comic, and she was like, man, get a real job. And I was like, this is my job. This is what I do. And we disagreed with that. This was, I suppose, a defining moment in my marriage. It was romantic night, I guess you could call it. I came home one day, and she's on the couch, and she's wearing lingerie. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes, it's romantic night. And I'm like, all right. And she goes, I ordered some escargots, some snails, and a bottle of champagne, but they're down at the store. She goes, run down, get it, and then, you know, hopefully we could have romantic night. So I go down, and I get it. But when they give me the snails, they're in a plastic bag, but they don't tell me there's a hole in it. And then they give me a paper bag on the outside of it, like to sop up the sogginess or something. And I'm walking home, and I see a buddy of mine that I haven't seen in 6 years. And he's like, dude, let's go have a beer. And I go, I can't. It's romantic night. And he goes, wow, you're really turning into a wuss. Like that. And I was like, at the bar then. And, you know, I was 12 beers in, and now it's 8:30 at night, and I know I'm in trouble. It was 3:30 in the afternoon when I left, and I get home, and I'm drunk, and I'm trying to get the key in the lock, and I can't. And I drop the snails. They bust all over the porch. And she whips the door open, and she goes, you better have a good excuse, asshole. I was like, come on, guys, just a little bit further. You're almost there, little fellas. Yeah. Because snails are slow. Oh, man. I found a recovery program, and I'm not going to preach about that by any means. It's something that works for me, and I started going, and it worked out to where the people that were there were people I had things in common with, and but then I was in and out of that, and at one point I had a Saturn. I had a white Saturn. I was out drinking again. And I was driving home, and I blacked out. And I got home, fell asleep, and didn't remember anything. My wife at the time got up and said there's orange stuff all over the car. The car was covered with orange stripes. And the window was busted, and the tire was flat. And I was like, I don't know why. And I really didn't know why. But I had hit a bunch of highway cones on the way home. And apparently they leave orange stripes on a white car. It looked like a big push-up or something. And but when she asked me what happened, I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know. And so she called the police, and she said that our car had been stolen and that people had got orange stuff all over it and then dropped it off in our driveway. So the cops come, and they asked me, is that true? And I'm like, yeah, that's true. And then she went to work, and then I thought, well, you know, I did have the car last night, and I did black out, so I told the cops that, and they go, do you realize you just filed a false police report? I'm like, what? And you can't do that either. Apparently that's illegal too. It was like I accidentally fell into all this illegal stuff, and I thought, I'm not that kind of person. I stopped drinking again, and I started going to meetings very regularly. And I realized that that worked for me, and I quit.